Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Al Jazeera, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has called on middle powers, including Canada, Ireland, and the wider European Union, to unite ahead of the upcoming G7 summit in France. Speaking at Trinity College Dublin, Carney warned that the post-Cold War, rules-based international order is breaking down and economic integration is being weaponized amid superpower dominance. Although Carney did not name specific nations, his comments come during a period of intense friction with the United States. Since Donald Trump returned to the White House, the U.S. has pressured Canada over trade and immigration, with Trump even suggesting Canada should become the 51st state. In response, Carney urged intermediate powers to build a new order together, noting that the combined population of Canada and the EU is more than double that of the US, and their collective defense budget is twice that of China. Since taking office in 2025, Carney has actively deepened Canada's security and economic ties with Europe. He emphasized that partnering with like-minded allies is essential to multiply collective strength in the face of global conflicts and climate change. According to NHK, King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands has expressed his anticipation for the upcoming state visit by the Japanese Imperial couple, calling it an opportunity to open a new chapter in the history of bilateral relations. Speaking to NHK and other media outlets ahead of the visits scheduled for this weekend, the king emphasized the long-standing friendship between the two countries, as well as the close ties between their royal and imperial families. King Willem-Alexander recalled his past interactions with the Japanese imperial family, noting that he first got to know Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako 2 decades ago when they visited the Netherlands as Crown Prince and Crown Princess. He added that they have shared many wonderful exchanges since then, and he deeply appreciates their upcoming visit, which is expected to further highlight and strengthen the important ties between the Netherlands and Japan. According to a report by TechCrunch, the prominent professional services firm KPMG has withdrawn a research report titled Redefining Excellence in the Age of Agentic AI after facing accusations of containing artificial intelligence hallucinations. Published in October 2025, the report drew scrutiny from the research group GPT-0, which identified numerous factual inaccuracies. GPT-0 asserted that these errors originated from the use of AI tools to generate the document without sufficient human verification. Major organizations and public entities, including UBS, the UK's National Health Service, NHS, Swiss Federal Railways, and Transport for London, formally raised concerns, stating that the claims made about their respective AI integration were either entirely inaccurate or highly misleading. In response, a KPMG spokesperson confirmed that the report had been removed from the firm's websites while they conduct an internal investigation. The spokesperson emphasized that KPMG expects its personnel to strictly adhere to guidelines on the responsible use of AI, which mandate rigorous human oversight and the verification of sources. This incident follows a similar withdrawal by rival firm EY, which recently pulled a report containing suspected AI hallucinations. According to a report by Sinhuanet, a 5.2 magnitude earthquake struck Guerrero, Mexico on Saturday. The GFZ, German Research Center for Geosciences, reported that the seismic event occurred at 1820 GMT. The epicenter of the earthquake was initially determined to be situated at 17.37 degrees north latitude and 99.28 degrees west longitude. According to the geological data provided by the research center, the quake occurred at a relatively shallow depth of 10 kilometers. No immediate reports of casualties or major structural damage have been released following the tremor. According to a report by the Canadian press, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney suggested during an address at Trinity College Dublin that the strands of a new world order could begin to take shape at the upcoming G7 summit. Carney is currently on a 6-day diplomatic trip to Europe, building on momentum from his January Davos speech, in which he urged middle powers to unite in response to the dominance of major global powers. The upcoming G7 summit, hosted by France and EUrelations, is expected to expand its traditional scope. In addition to core members, developing nations such as Kenya, Brazil, Egypt, and India have been invited to participate. Carney emphasized that the inclusion of these diverse partners will bring a broader perspective and more comprehensive solutions to global issues. According to the French government, the summit's main priorities will include addressing major geopolitical crises, such as securing continued G7 support for Ukraine, combating crime, and enhancing online safety for children. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.